The Santa Fe Trail is said to have originated at the town of Franklin, Missouri, located along the Missouri River about 150 miles west of St. Louis. New Franklin, as it's called, is actually a couple miles north of the river, where it was moved long ago after floods inundated the original site of the town. It was from here on September 1st of 1821 that 6 men loaded trade goods on their pack animals and headed west. William Becknell is credited with organizing that first expedition, which slowly made its way to Santa Fe. From Franklin, they proceeded along the north side of the river, crossing it a few miles upstream near the landing of the Arrow Rock Ferry. The ferry landing is now far removed from the river, which has since changed course. The town of Arrow Rock grew up in the hills above the river, where tourists can now stroll the boardwalk and sample the fare at an historic restaurant. About 75 miles further west along the Missouri River, Becknell and his associates stopped at Fort Osage, then a remote outpost on the edge of the frontier. Built a few years after this area became part of the United States through the Louisiana Purchase, the fort was established to develop relations with the Osage Indians who lived in the area. It served as both a trading post and as a sanctuary for travelers. Although the fort was abandoned in 1827, when Fort Leavenworth was established further to the west, it's been reconstructed and has been designated a National Historic Landmark. As Becknell's party headed on west from Fort Osage, they were entering a wild and undeveloped landscape. Passing through the area now known as Chief's Kingdom, where football currently rules the roost, and the scout looks out over a sprawling metropolis, they ventured into the land then designated as Indian Territory, which would later become the state of Kansas. As steamboats carried travelers further west along the Missouri River, the town of Franklin would be displaced by Independence and Westport as the eastern terminus of the trail. But Franklin, Missouri still retains its place in history as the cradle of the Santa Fe Trail.